Okay, Janitapi. Hi everyone, how you doing? In our land acknowledgement, we want to show our respect for the people who were stewards of the land for thousands of years before settlers arrived. We feel there are crucial steps to be taken to educate and recognize the injustices in our society toward Indigenous peoples. And land recognition is but one small step. We acknowledge we are hosted on the traditional territory of the Nitsitabi, the Kainai, Piikani, and Siksika nations, the Blackfoot people, and in doing so also recognize the enduring presence of all First Nations, Métis, and Inuit peoples. We are very grateful to have the opportunity to live and work on this land.
Hey everybody, welcome back. It's South Country Fair DOGSTAR Sessions version 1.15, weekend number 4, Saturday night. Shortly after all the bookings for our virtual spring series were confirmed, one of the bands, Old Soul Rebel, without warning had to pull out due to circumstances beyond their control, and we suddenly had to deal with the bane of all arts presenters, a last-minute vacant slot. But in very short order, the notorious Cowboy X appeared out of nowhere to save the day, and a substitution quickly manifested. Question: what do Delana Gale Bowen, Tristan Risk, R.C. Weslowski, Johnny Trin, and Matt Miller, also known as Lip Balm, have in common? I mean, besides living in Vancouver, East Van, knowing and working with each other, and being excellent outspoken Canadian artists, recognized right across the country for their work. Answer: I don't know either. Maybe they share a fondness for good scotch or cantaloupe and cachata d'orbino for breakfast. Mysteries abound. Perhaps we'll find out in due time.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to tonight's edition of the DOGSTAR Sessions. My name is Jillian Moranz, and I'm one of the artistic directors of the South Country Fair. We are very, very grateful to be able to produce this show for you tonight on the unceded and traditional territories of the Squamish, Musqueam, and Tsleil-Waututh people. We are coming to you from the Wise Hall in East Vancouver tonight, and we are very grateful to the Wise for donating this space so that we can produce these concerts for you. If in more certain times you find yourself in East Vancouver, please come and experience the Wise Hall and support this very important community arts venue. I would also like to thank and recognize our funders and our community partners, Canadian Heritage, Alberta Foundation for the Arts, Stronghold Brewing Company, the Historic Empress Theatre, and of course, the Wise Hall and Lounge. We are in the midst of the DOGSTAR Sessions. If you go to southcountryfair.com, you will find a full schedule of all of the exciting events and workshops that we have in store for you. The series goes all the way up until May 16th. All of the events are by donation, and this is very important to us because we know it is a very difficult time for a lot of people. We know that financially and otherwise this has been a really hard year. And so it's very important to us that we make art as accessible as possible, because that is what we turn to when we are in dark times. At the same time, it is a very, very dire time for the arts and live performance in general. And if you do have the means, we would be so grateful if you went to southcountryfair.com and considered making a donation. By making a donation to South Country Fair, you're not only helping us keep the lights on and keep the fires burning, but you're helping us to employ artists, to employ arts professionals like our amazing sound and lights team that we have tonight, and our film team. And you're also helping us to ensure that we are there for you when this time is over, and to make sure that when we can gather in person and we don't have to do this anymore, that we are there and we are as strong as ever. So if you do have the means, please head to southcountryfair.com, consider making a donation. But that brings me to my final point in this very important introduction, to introduce the show. It is my profound pleasure to introduce to you tonight Onto Something, poetry from the alley at Sundown. Please welcome to the stage, R.C. Weslowski.
Hello, I am R.C. Weslowski. This poem, well, you know, I had a dream about being a 6-foot-tall blues caterpillar. I woke up and I wrote this poem. It's called Sad Little Caterpillar by R.C. Weslowski. I'm a sad little caterpillar. I don't want to grow. I want to ignore the prophecy, deny my destiny. I just want to stay fuzzy, wrinkly, and old. Just like Jimmy Patterson, Canada's oldest billionaire. He'll probably have me assassinated for saying this stuff. Even though I went to Expo 86, I saw Metallica there. No, wait, that was James Brown. How could I mix them up? Oh, I'm a sad little caterpillar. I got lifetimes of grief inside me. Too much grief to show. I don't know if I could ever be free of all this sorrow. Besides, no one likes you when you're free. Just look at OJ. I'm a sad little caterpillar. I don't want to be a part of the royal family or the military-industrial complex. I don't want to be a part of a racially motivated injustice system. I don't know how to live in this world and not be corrupted by it. I'm a sad little caterpillar. I just want to hang around eating some spinach with my good friend Pewpie. That's a caterpillar joke. I'm a sad little caterpillar, inching towards the future. I hope I see my friends and family there, but they might not recognize me if I let this sorrow go. Thank you. That poem and this next poem that I'm going to share with you, it's a part of a book I've got coming out on Right Bloody North. The book is called My Soft Response to the Wars. Go to rightbloodynorth.ca to order or pre-order and order whatever. Do it, try it. It might be fun. I've never had a book before. I've never been able to sell a book online. So try it out. Here we go. This is called Sparks by R.C. Weslowski. That's a, never mind. Hey, this microphone on a stage, this stage, I invite you to think about it as a 21st century campfire. And all of us are sparks, waiting to be unhusked like incandescent haulers moving faster than the speed of profound. So let's breathe hot breath upon these embers. Let's kill loneliness together, shine a light on one another so we might recognize ourselves on the other side of this shimmering flume. Tell us of your arthritic rosary and your shattered kneecaps full of prayer. Sing us your dirty tantrum, your dance hall love song. Tell us the names of the places spoken in their mother tongues. The names of the places more than 10,000 years old. The names that wrestle English into submission and redraw the maps made by colonialism. Teach us the history of the people in the photos on your refrigerator door. That 50th birthday party and all your friends who aren't around anymore. That Bowen Island MDMA experiment, your auntie's mud wrestling championship, and of course, that photo right there of your 4-year-old niece moping in a bed of flowers. I want to hear about the first day you started loving yourself and the next day when you didn't stop. I really need to know how you lost all your teeth. and have fallen prey to that conspiracy of pajamas. Tell us the fable of the coughing dog and the story of the one-eyed bat that lives in your heart and protects the bug-eating children of your trailer park. Because I swear to whatever mask that you pray to, with each breath that is taken, each word that is spoken, we push back against the assimilation machine. We push back against the prefab, bleached out, white bread, blue-eyed god of monoculture. We push back against the shroud. And yeah, I'm in it for me as much as I want it for you. Maybe even more so. I mean, I'm getting older. I might die soon. You never know. You really never know. And I've got a lot of regrets. But being here with you, being as human as possible, isn't one of them. If I could, I would have come to this National Park of Communion a hell of a lot sooner. I would have warmed my heart on your fire years before. I would have fought harder against the stapling of my tongue to the roof of my mouth by every demon that ever abused me. I would not have wandered in this world as a ghost for so long. But enough of that. The past is the past. Bring us your broken cowbell and your tattered flag of semaphore. This is a rescue mission. We need to free the frozen mermaid of your prairies. Find the secret voice deep inside you. I implore you, I plead with you. And then release your spark. Thank you. We now welcome to the stage, releasing their spark, Tristan Risk.
Hello. I think we can safely say that this past year, we've all had a very large deficit of whimsy and magic in our lives. And this is unfortunate because I don't use pharmaceuticals. I prefer magic and whimsy as my medicine. But the best part about Sunset is that's where those two lines meet. And it's in the world of the animals. And I have one poem by Beatrice Farrington about one of the great mystic animals to watch out for in the realm of dreams, the unicorn. And this isn't a happy unicorn poem, this is a sad one, because it kind of tells us what happens when we don't have dreams and whimsy in our life. This is Ragged John. Tattered clothes, all fluttering, worn out voice still muttering. Ragged John comes knocking at all the doors in town. And when a door swings open, then you can hear the hope in the thin, cracked voice that wonders if you've seen his unicorn. And we all know that John is crazy, and in his mind, things have gone hazy. And the only thing we'd really wish is he would just leave us all alone. But John, he keeps on questing, and the poor man knows no resting. For there's something hurt within him. The pain won't go away. I've heard when John was younger, he was taken with a hunger to see that white horned wonder they call the unicorn. But when that star-horned moon-maned dancer finally called, John could not answer. Fear held him like a prisoner, and he watched it walk away. So now, empty-eyed John hobbles across the village cobbles, and the only fear he feels is that he'll never see it again. Oh, I watch old Ragged John go staggering by and wandering on, and I know there's nothing sadder than a heart that feared its dreams. So the unicorn, if it should call to you, some moon-mad night all washed in dew, then here's the prayer to whisper,
grant me the heart to follow. Well, I mean, that's one kind of whimsy. That's the one that is just out of reach. But there's other kinds of whimsy in more earthly animals, like cats. And a man who knows something about some cats wrote a poem about one. That man might be C.R. Avery. And this poem might be called 11:15. We have an understanding. The cat just sat on my lap and she's purring like Mae West after a couple bottles of champagne. With her tiny black paws, she pulls out the cigarettes from my winter coat pocket, tobacco dangling from her petite jaw against her sharp teeth. With the swift flash of her manicured claw, she flicks the lighter, careful not to singe her whiskers. She's blowing smoke rings with the euphoric nostalgia of the silent film era, while nudging me with her head to scratch behind her ear, and she ashes in my old corduroy hat. We've come a long way in 2 weeks. When I first tried to pet her soft white belly, she reacted like a woman being approached at late night on a badly lit suburban street, or a woman being followed in an empty parking garage. The cat fucking maced me. As I held my burning eyes keeled over on one knee, cursing like a trucker, I heard her run into the tiled kitchen and the deadbolt go. But now we're like Frida and Diego in a Mexican garden full of honeysuckles and zinnias, blessed by papaya and mango trees. In the shadow of giant puppets to be revealed at the carnival of lost souls, we lick the salt from empty popcorn bowls and binge on tequila, half-finished glasses, found on kitchen counter after a swingers party. Soon I'll be catching her alley mice and inner city birds. She'll slip me cash. I won't ask where it comes from. I'll just offer her a smoke and a purr. I would love to bring to the stage a gentleman who likes to have me purring with his words, Johnny Trin.
Thanks so much, Tristan. I'm Johnny Trin, and I'm so glad to be here with you today. This first piece is from another show, actually by R.Z. Waslowski and Spilius, Mash Poetics. It was an activity for us to be prompted by a one-hit wonder, and this one was inspired by Tainted Love, Soft Cell. Tainted love. Tainted love, I'm feeling tainted. Love, I'm feeling tainted love. Don't touch me, please, I cannot stand the way. I found you through the sifting loneliness. One accidental swipe to the right. And there you were, all perfect, alabaster pale in the screen light. You, Tom of Finland, finding every sordid way to Devon tease me through the streets of Tehran. And I was Jessica Rabbit. Bad, because we were just drawn that way, baby. You became the body that I woke up next to, day after day, parting ways with a kiss, never realizing, never recognizing, always denying those afternoon delights that you sought online. When I came home that day to an empty house full of bodies and unopened condoms on the floor, I donned on my leathers and beat the crap out of you. Getting off watching you let them finish inside you, what else could I do? I'd never seen you so happy. You were always rock hard and ready to ride, but alabaster is the softest stone, and you just wanted to be penetrated in every soft cell that yielded to a firm hammering. Our love story was always bound in cum and tears. Each night, I'd return to those soiled sheets, to you, that deathbed. The love we share seems to go nowhere, and I've lost my light, for I toss and turn, I still can't sleep at night. I thought Robert Mapplethorpe in black and white. I thought lessons learned. I thought role model for the future. I thought living with instead of dying from. I thought you were brave enough to disclose when you played. I thought I could trust you not to stray. Again, I stayed. I braved face to your tomfoolery. I was statue in garden waiting for acid rain to wash your guilt off of me. I stopped brushing my teeth before we make love. I count the pills of your art, antiretroviral therapy, before I come inside you. And when my fingers trail down your back, I'm looking for sores and lesions. I thought you were the body I wanted to be buried next to. And here you are, you, afraid of the full-blown AIDS in your tainted veins. Well, I fear the loneliness of life without you more than I fear the status of my misery. You say, at least thank God I didn't know what I would have done if I'd gotten you sick too. You're all Timberlake crying me a river, asking, just let me love you, and I'm all Shange's lady in red. Save your sorries. Get away, I've got to get away. Don't touch me, please. I cannot stand the way you bleed. Thank you. I want to thank everyone for having me. Thanks, Jillian. Thanks, team. Thanks, CR. This next piece is called Listening. How do I share my grief? Where does it live? Where does it belong? Is there some unclaimed space where it can stand next to yours without competition? Perhaps the curb outside the church where you were slain. Perhaps across the ocean where we made the clothes you wore. Perhaps the parade where my pride is the cause of your catechismic contempt. Perhaps the massage parlor where 6 of our sisters were slain. Where 6 of our sisters had a bad day. How do I share my rage? Where can it burn? Where it can ignite the red, yellow, blue, brown, black flames, where you can melt the stars themselves, where the white lines are melted because black lives. How do I justify this breath, and this breath, and this breath, where I sing the songs of racism? Where I play activist from this armchair, where I type nimble privilege, where I service the supremacy, where I recognize the limit of my transformation. How do you wake up in the morning, knowing that today is going to be a little bit worse? Know that today is going to be a whole lot worse, knowing that life, never mind love, is a battlefield, knowing that the courage to walk outside is not reason to fight. Knowing that walking outside is not enough. How can I hold some space for you? Maybe I can hold this door open with my compact privilege. Maybe my colored skin is light enough that they'll listen. Can my status share your story? Because hearing it from around a fire was not loud enough for heaven to hear, we can lay on our backs, facing up to God through the glass and frame in cufflinks and collars, curating a white Jesus, because this view is better than face down with our blood on their hands. They have touched us enough. I tried being silent. I tried to hold my tongues aflamed. I tried to appropriate the story under the auspice of alliance. But I didn't say shit when shit went down, and I didn't do shit when shit came up, and I didn't give a shit when the video reports stopped. Because someone sent me kitty cat videos for a moment of distracting peace. Because I don't have to live under the weight of your skin, because I don't have to die under the weight of your skin, because I'm allowed to feel safe around men with guns until I wasn't. Because they'll never need your injera like they need my balls covered in sweet and sour sauce. I can set aside my race, one that can never be won. Give up my time at the mic so you can grieve, weep and scream. If it means you believe that I'm listening, some homeless boy died. who can't help you, but I'll stand by you. I'll catch you when you're doing something right. I'll catch you when they do you wrong. I'll come for you every time you disgrace the cause. I'll come for you anytime it's down to you and me. I recognize I can't hold the space that I don't own to give, but I'll push the borders back, living on the drawn lines where they've placed us, because the glass ceiling is no closer to heaven than the space where I am humbled to hear you speak. Thanks for listening. Thanks all. Right now, I want to bring up one of my best friends, the only person I have a matching tattoo with, coming soon to a YYC near you. Time for some balm, lip balm, Matt Miller. Thank you.
Proof Rock Shadowrunner foretold, your power is in your hair. The same day I saw a bumper sticker reading, grow your hair and your mind will follow. Now I'm afraid that my hair is more alive than I am. My hair is the life of the party, thrashing the dead Kennedys, grabs the last beer without asking. My hair is in the hot tub, wearing water wings. My hair is a terrible roommate, is so fucking loud, never does the dishes, is fucking so loud. My hair hits on women out of its league. My hair is sleeping in your bed. My hair tiptoes out in the morning. My hair says, I'll call you, while crossing its fingers. My hair slips small truth into its big lies. Old men hate to love my hair. It gives them flashbacks to before the burden of bald spots began. Makes them remember the wind. Cruising with the top down downtown, like looking in a time machine mirror, single tear flows down the river wrinkle. Young men hate to love my hair. I love your flow, bro. I'm trying this new thing where I accept the love I'm given, instead of push brooming love under the rug and beating it to death dust until I choke up crimson doubt and chunks of self-hate. My mind is standing in the corner, back against the wall, getting wrapped up in chants. My mind is apologizing to the host while scrubbing caked puke off the porcelain. My mind pays rent on time, speaks so specifically, takes the coldest showers. My mind chats to the single friend who got left behind by her married friends after a girl's night out. My mind respectfully declines, sleeps on the couch, leaves a thoughtful thank you note. My mind says, I'm sorry, without crossing its fingers. My hair stays up all night long. My mind goes to bed early, wakes up early, and tells my hair, maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, but one day I'm gonna outgrow you. Yeah. Have you ever considered a career in rabbit breeding? I pre-qualified by being the usher in my cousin's wedding. Come on down to Meaford, Ontario, home of the knuckle dust spit shine. 3 charming chores you'll learn to adore. 1, rotate 1 buck between 5 doughs on the hour every hour. What if I show up and he's in the middle of it? Do I wait and watch or whisper, "Time's up, buddy"? 2, make sure the mothers aren't eating their babies. Lonely pink aliens are low on defense funds. Now I'm left Sherlocking my homing eye on every mother with more than 6 offspring. 3, feed twice daily. Feeding makes for healthy breeding. Who let the chickens out? Bawk, 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 bawk. I did. It's part of the job. Just don't let them cross the road. Feathered anarchy at the Bowman farm. Chicken feed? It's just grain seed. Greed is their creed. 50 beaks typing manifestos into the soil. While they peck and balk, I steal their unborn children and make omelets. 1 lonely lady rests 2 breasts on the ground looking like a white-haired grandma someone forgot at the park. Kneeling beside her rhetorically, not feeling so peckish today? I guess some days she just feels too plump to leave the coop. Upon closer inspection, it seems her foghorn leghorn is twisted. Sir, I say, sir, that looks disjointed. Farmer Bowman knows what's next, but he's too young, or he cares too much to go through with it. Farm team makes a pitching change to bring in the veteran father-in-law Bill. He throws an excellent cutter. Bullpen phone rings. Bill spouts stale speech. You're gonna need a stump, 2 nails, and an axe. Repetitive movements resembling half horror show, half magic act. Axe doubles as mallet, nails sink halfway in. If this were a coffin, the nails would go all the way in. Nails about 1 inch apart, just enough for a neck to get caught. Pull the neck taut, take the safety off, throw the hammer down. Death, drip, drains. Red rain ripples. Gravity does most of the work. Dunk headless fowl into boiling water, it's easier to pull the feathers out and fill pillowcases that way. I guess this is how vegetarians are made. The next time you make a grocery list, make sure to put an asterisk beside chicken, for the liner note should read, a stump, 2 nails, and an axe. Thank you. Now it is time to hear from Delana. That smile changed the world. said tonight is a broken arrow or a sparrow with a broken wing. My rent is due on the 1st, so once again for my supper I sing. Everyone needs to make a buck, and everyone has the right to unwind. Every gambler knows, don't push your damn luck, but I gotta speak what's on my mind.
Step out of the car with your hands held high. Any sudden movement, you will be shot. Incarceration is an enslaved trade, and into the system he has been caught. The cop he cursed, I'm gonna make you beg. It's a fool's dream you'd be free. No, this ain't the case of one bad egg. It's well organized white supremacy.
Shit, it's all the bowl of reality. Every time we hear the headlines of a day, we've grown numb to murder as the wealthy kill and go free. So it's this part of the country that they're stuck on the roadway. But the crucifix was struck by lightning, and every generation's required a song. No, it's not the angry mob that's frightening. It's that an unpopular opinion doesn't have to be proven wrong.
Society ain't blind to the horrors that some have slipped through the cracks. The snow falls heavy in the shadows. That's how the devil covers his tracks. Please don't say it's all groovy and every little thing's gonna be alright. 'Cause Pocahontas in every Hollywood movie is still being played by Snow White.
Barely legal is on the casting couch,
And her eyes look like a drunken sailor's fist.
will she grow up to be some trophy wife?
Or married to a therapist.
But on the cold highway where the transports go hissing,
And the
no ambulance.
it's getting cold.
Indigenous women keep going missing.
And their murders remain unsolved.
I want to follow the ghost of my grandmother.
But I've gone sluggish and lazy.
Hey, remember when the media tried to convince us
that Dave Chappelle, he'd gone crazy?
Yeah, yearly we complain and vent.
This fog's too thick to see, their earth lighting our shore.
But you see, this ain't merely for your entertainment.
It's every underdog's victory worth fighting for. It's every underdog's victory worth fighting for.
Ain't a thing but a chicken wing. God grant me the serenity to take one upside the head, the guts to burn down the house of an asshole who deserves it, and the wisdom to know either when to duck or when it's time to leave town. Such a busy place of life. 40-something years old, I've never held a hunting knife or shot a gun or shot much pool. I haven't been in a fist fight, kid, since high school. And I know I'm on to something. And I know, I just know I'm on to something. Just don't know what.
"50 is the new 50, is the new ranch dressing, is the old white supremacy on the new anti-social media, is the new U2 album, is the old Irish hate. 50 is the new cultural appropriation, is my culture, is the new standing rock taking a wounded knee during the old national anthem. 50 is the new muscle-flexing ingredient used to invade the Ukraine. 50 is the new Chuck Norris movie, made with 38% more genetically modified Bruce Lee. The new government surveillance, the new conservative tendencies, the next corporate merger. 50 is the old downsizing sing-along, the new diabetic severance package, the new old dogs, new tricks, HR bullshit. 50 is the new franchise opportunity in the old Michael J. Fox Sumerian reach-around. The new I can't believe what's happening, the old world flair French kissing the stock exchange. 50 is the new gravedigger yelling at the old tomorrow today with a glow-in-the-dark chess module pumping the blood of time through our veins. Get better, Chelsea. Love you.
And I know I'm on to something, just don't know what.
From out of the bushes and through the fog, Part shrub, part beastie comes Gus the Hedgehog. He'll visit you at the edge if you meet him there, provided there's treats laid out to spare. And as the sun starts to set and the moon goes to rise, you're greeted by Mortimer the Griffin to say your goodbyes. And just this thought as you leave the garden behind, make plenty of wishes and always be kind.
You know, I just know, yeah, I know I'm on to something, just don't know.
Distract us with the sob story. Distract us with criminal records. Distract us with mental illness. Distract us with cognitive limitations. Hatred is learned. Fear is learned. Violence is enabled. Violence is opportunistic, curbed, stopped, alolas. Lateral violence is a product of white supremacy. The temptation to fall prey to blaming each other is low-hanging fruit. Pitting us against each other is easy as stealing candy from a babe or slashing a grandpa across the face. We were never groomed to take center stage. We were never groomed to take the spotlight. We were always groomed to live on the periphery of everyone. Today, I'm the center of my own fucking universe. I've spent decades orbiting your gravity, and as I claim my own, I see you floating away. I will not be distracted by your silence. I will not look away at your absence. I will only realize now that my hands are free to form from servicing you. My hands are free to form these fists for the revolution. Fuel up.
'Cause I know, I just know I'm on to something, just don't know.
Drive it off a fucking cliff. Swerve it into oncoming traffic, hope for a Mack truck. Floor it to 160. Till the engine screams escalation, aneurysm, embolism. Careen through the pitch black north. Through the heaviest fog, through the night danger. Cross fingers to cross hairs with a moose crossing. Roll through the Rockies. Try to out-bear hug Winnie the Pooh. Hope he cut his claws like you did yesterday. Park it in the garage. Leave the engine running. Take a nap. Find the last answer to the final question. Because I'm tired of sleeping in it. Because gas prices aren't going down. Because if you're not part of the solution, you're part of the pollution. Reasons I had to get rid of my car.
Such a busy day.
Bravo, bravo, thank you very much. That was just the best. It was the best, and an excellent substitution. Thank you, Delana, Tristan RC, Johnny Lip, and Cowboy X. No show tomorrow, Sunday. Unfortunately, John Wart Hannum, Shayla Miller, and Ry Morans were shut out again due to new restrictions that prevent us from using the Empress Theater's venue. Same thing happened last November. But we still plan to do it when things finally ease again, so stay tuned. Next week, our final two shows for this iteration of DOGSTAR Sessions. Saturday, Trio Svin from Sweden at 7:30. And Sunday afternoon at 2:30, the long-awaited Aerobics for Musicians featuring Kitty and the Rooster and friends. In the meantime, stay well, take care of each other. Hit that donation button at our website, 3wsouthcountryfair.com. See you soon. Good night and good luck.